So the primary issues are going to be related to the technology. The first thing that you need to do, and this is absolutely crucial, I know that all of your online instructors tell you, but just like I did when I was taking online courses, I probably didn't update things as often as I needed to, but it's very critical for this course that you make sure that your browser um, is updated. You need to make sure that that's the case. My understanding right now, I believe the college prefers people to use the Firefox browser. It's cross-platform, runs Windows or Mac operating systems. That's really key. That's the first thing that you need to do. The second thing that you need to do is make sure that you have the latest Java installed. And I think if you go to Oracle or java.com, you can find what the latest release of Java is. You also need to make sure that you should just update your software for your computer. On a Mac, you can go to the little Apple icon in the corner and do a software update. Probably any system that you're using has this capability. It's really important that you do that. If you're not using the latest Java, the latest operating system, the latest browser, then things are probably not going to work very well. So if you update to the newest Java and you are not on a Mac, then things should pretty well work. You should be able to, if you go to the lab assignment or the recording lab, it's a forum, and you'll see let's say for week one, for instance, there's all the different letters and the symbols, and you can listen to them. And then at the bottom, there's a button that says Add New Forum or Add New Topic to Forum. If you click on that, then you can type in, your name, that this is Lab 1, and there is an icon with a little speaker that's in that dialog box. And if you click on that speaker, you will probably get a prompt from Java, or it might be from your browser, but it will tell you, it will either let you record a sound, or it will tell you that something is out of date, it needs to be updated, there's a plugin that's not working. Read that dialog box, because the dialog box will tell you if you need to update it. I think it says there's an Ask More or Learn More button. You click Learn More and it takes you to the site and it tells you what you need to do. You should be able to update. That will walk you through updating that particular aspect of Java, and then that recording icon should be available to you. If it's not available to you after you've updated Java, then I'm not really sure what the problem is. You can get a hold of the college, their IT department, very knowledgeable. We had a lot of problems in the past using Moodle, and I think people just got tired of answering my questions in particular regarding the course. But there's a new group in there that seems to really be answering questions as soon as they can and working on it. My understanding is they have been able to update both laptop and desktop computers there in their office to get the NanoGong recording applet working. Okay, so maybe you're really lucky and that works. I have several systems here in the house and I can't get it to work. And I have everything as new as it needs to be and it's still not working. So if you can't get it working, there's no need to panic. The best workaround was actually crowdsourced by the secondary students at Mount Baker last year. We had this problem. Unfortunately, there was a major upgrade to Java and the entire course quit working. They couldn't hear anything. They couldn't record anything. The sounds didn't work. It was really a disaster. And I didn't know for like 2.5 weeks because from my end, everything looked like it was working. It wasn't working. And when actually Don Sam went and met with some of the high school students and said, what are you comfortable doing as far as working around these technical issues? And the students suggested, let us use our iPhones or the iPad or whatever we have here in our office, and we will just record sound memos or voice memos and email them to you. And this worked out really well. If you go to the lab, you can still see all of the sounds or words or phrases that you're supposed to record. Click record, read through those, and then just email that to me. On an iPhone, there's an app called Voice Recorder. On an Android phone or really any of the iOS or Android phones, there are all kinds of free voice recorders that you can use. and you can record, and then it will ask you if you want to email me an MP3 version. That's the easiest to do. Several of you have already done that. I think about half the students have completed the week 1 lab by doing that. It's really the easiest way to go. You don't have to mess around with your computer. You don't have to upgrade anything. You don't have to troubleshoot. You don't have to call IT. You just use your phone, and you can send that to me. Another alternative is to go to an online site such as Vocaroo, Vocaroo.com. Vocaroo is a voice recorder that lets you record right onto their page, and then gives you the option to either email me an MP3 of that recording, or it will give you a link that you copy and paste into an email to me, and when I click on that link, I can hear your recording. It's very easy to use. Just go to Vocaroo.com and check it out, and see if you can figure it out. Either of those two ways are probably the way that you're going to have to upload your sounds. You can work with the college. You probably can get the NanoGong recording applet to work from within Moodle. If you can't, then one of these two alternatives is very okay with me, but also very easy to use, very user-friendly. And Vocaroo in particular, all you need is your computer, internet access, and a microphone. And those are all things that you needed to have to take this class in the first place. In fact, my laptop and the computer I'm using now all have built-in microphones. So hopefully you have a built-in microphone or an external microphone. You need one of those even if you're using the Moodle platform to do this. I know it's a pain. It is every year. This is the course I've taught or co-taught at College of the Rockies since 1996, and it usually comes off without a hitch. In fact, most of the newer tech-friendly classrooms at the College of the Rockies campus are just crazy awesome to use. I love going there. I love doing guest speaking and presenting. Unfortunately, when we do it online, especially the language courses, it's difficult. The college is going to be using a new format for teaching their online language courses, but that won't happen until after our class is over. So it's absolutely crucial that you either figure out how to use your phone or a flip camera or something like that to record yourself and email me that audio file, or you learn how to use Vocaroo.com to send me your sound files, or you can go in and you can haggle it out with IT and you can get Moodle up and going. If you can upload the NanoGong sound files, I can hear them. That's fine, and that's great, and I'm more than happy to take that as an assignment as well. The last option, which nobody's ever been very comfortable with, is to do this by Skype, and that's completely fine. I think the issue is when it's a new language people are learning, they're not very confident in using the technology. So if you want to have a Skype session with me and you want to just read down your list, you can just print out the phrases or the sounds that you're supposed to work on, and I'm more than happy to do that as well. I really enjoy Skype. I've taught courses over Skype, and I think it's great, but I also know maybe if I'm teaching a marketing class or I'm teaching, a statistics class, video is great. If it's a language course and you're pronouncing sounds you're not comfortable with, you're trying to interact using another language that you don't know that well, video can be daunting, and I understand if you don't want to do that. It's probably the least popular of the methods.